The sky above the Nevada desert was crystal clear, offering an unobstructed view of the stars, a rare sight for anyone used to the city's light pollution. On this particular night, however, the stars seemed to fade in comparison to the brilliant lights piercing through the atmosphere. A massive vessel, its hull gleaming with unknown metals, descended with an eerie silence, hovering above Earth like a colossal spectator. Inside a makeshift headquarters hastily set up in an evacuated hangar, Dr. Elias stood among some of the world's leading scientific and military minds. Beside him was General Marcus Flynn, a seasoned military strategist whose calm demeanor belied his keen anticipation. "Do you think they are hostile?" whispered Dr. Val, adjusting his glasses nervously. General Flynn kept his gaze fixed on the live feed from drones circling the alien ship. "We'll know soon enough, Doctor. Our job is to keep things peaceful, if possible." The tension was thick as they watched the alien vessel open, releasing a smaller shuttle that landed gracefully a few hundred meters from their position. The hangar doors opened, and the human delegation, led by General Flynn and Dr. Val, stepped out into the cool desert air, their expressions a mix of curiosity and caution. As they approached the shuttle, a ramp descended, and 3 figures emerged, their bodies encased in sleek, iridescent armor. The leader, who they would come to know as Captain Ural, was noticeably taller, with a commanding presence. "Greetings, Earthlings. I am Captain Ural of the Zhao Empire." The alien's voice resonated, not through sound, but directly into their minds. General Flynn stepped forward, extending his hand as a gesture of peace. "General Marcus Flynn, we welcome you in peace, Captain Ural." Ural looked at the offered hand, confusion evident in his expression, before mirroring the gesture awkwardly. "We have observed your planet. You appear primitive, yet survivable." Dr. Val stepped up, intrigued by the alien's telepathic communication. "There's much we could learn from one another. May I ask what brings you to Earth?" "To expand our knowledge and dominion," Ural replied bluntly. "We seek planets that could be assimilated into the Zarak Empire. Initially, Earth seemed insignificant, but you have piqued our curiosity." Flynn's jaw tightened, but he held his composure. "Earth is not here for the taking. We seek mutual respect and learning, not subjugation." Ural tilted his head, considering Flynn's words. "Interesting. You show courage, unusual for such a young race." "It's our home," Dr. Val interjected, "and it's defended by more than you see." "Is that so?" Ural smirked, glancing around at the barren desert. "We see no great cities from orbit, no significant technology. What could you possibly defend yourselves with?" Flynn exchanged a glance with Val, realizing the Zaraks were underestimating Earth, judging it solely by the lack of visible advanced infrastructure. "We have our ways," Flynn replied cryptically. "Perhaps before making any decisions, you would like to see more of what humanity is capable of." Ural nodded slowly. "Very well. Show us what your Earth has to offer." As they walked back toward the hangar, Dr. Val leaned in to whisper to Flynn, "We need to be cautious, Marcus. They are technologically advanced, but perhaps they lack in other areas where we excel." Flynn nodded in agreement. "Exactly. It's not just about weapons or ships. It's about our spirit, our ingenuity." "Let's hope that's enough." The delegation re-entered the hangar, preparing to showcase Earth's true potential, not just in terms of technology, but the resilience and ingenuity of its people. The path ahead was uncertain, but one thing was clear. Humanity would stand its ground. Humanity would not surrender its home without a fight. Inside the high-security conference room back at the base, the atmosphere buzzed with a mix of anxiety and determination as the human delegation regrouped. The alien visitors were escorted to an adjacent observation area where they could watch but not hear the discussions. General Flynn stood at the head of the table, his gaze sweeping over his team. "We've got one shot at this, everyone," he began. "We need to show not only our technological advancements but also the strategic depth we possess." "Thoughts?" Dr. Val, still clutching his notes, was the first to speak. "Our history is full of examples of asymmetrical warfare, where less technologically advanced civilizations have prevailed. We should draw on that heritage. Plus, some artifacts we've recently uncovered could give us an unexpected edge." Sergeant Major Linda Hart, a veteran in electronic warfare, Added, we've been developing EMP-resistant systems and advanced drones that could give us tactical superiority without revealing too much of our more sensitive tech. Flynn nodded approvingly. Good, Linda. I want your team on this right away. Show them technology that's impressive but not something they can easily replicate or immediately understand. Dr. Adrian Holloway, a theoretical physicist, spoke up next. We've made leaps in quantum communication. It's secure, fast, and something they wouldn't expect from observing our usual communication networks. This could showcase an unexpected level of sophistication. Perfect, Adrian, Flynn directed. Set up a demonstration. Let's make it clear we're not as primitive as they assume. The meeting continued, with each member contributing ideas, from showcasing advanced AI algorithms to subtle displays of cyber defenses. Each proposal was more innovative than the last, reflecting a civilization ready to defend its place in the cosmos. As the strategy session wrapped up, Flynn addressed the team with firm resolve. Let's be clear, we're not just defending Earth. We're asserting our right to exist as equals in this galaxy. Prepare all demonstrations for 0800 hours. The next morning, Captain Ural and his officers were led to a secure military testing ground. The area bustled with activity, various demonstrations set up to both impress and subtly intimidate. The first demonstration featured Dr. Holloway's quantum communications technology. A network of drones performed intricate maneuvers, coordinated through quantum-encrypted signals. The Xerix, accustomed to conventional forms of communication, watched with a mixture of confusion and intrigue. Sergeant Major Hart followed with a display of drone swarms operating autonomously, reacting to simulated threats in real time. Their seamless coordination and adaptive tactics were unlike anything the Xerix had in their arsenal. Next, Dr. Val took the stage, presenting ancient artifacts but carefully omitting how much had actually been deciphered. These relics are from a time when our civilization spanned the stars. We're only beginning to understand the full extent of our ancestors' capabilities. Captain Ural observed intently, his earlier arrogance softened by this display of human ingenuity and the hints of a powerful, mysterious legacy. You are full of surprises, General Flynn. Perhaps we underestimated Earth. Flynn, standing firm, met Ural's gaze. There's more to us than meets the eye, Captain. We hope this gives you a reason to reconsider your intentions. As the delegation walked back to the conference room, Val leaned over to Flynn. Do you think they'll back off? Flynn's response was measured but hopeful. We've shown them a fraction of what we're capable of. It's a start, but we should be prepared for anything. This is just the beginning. The following days blurred with diplomatic engagements and increasingly elaborate technological showcases, each designed to buy time as Dr. Val and his team worked tirelessly to unlock the secrets of the ancient artifacts. Deep within a secure underground facility, Dr. Val sat surrounded by relics that seemed to hum with timeless energy. Elias, you need to see this, called out Dr. Nia Roberts, an expert in alien archaeology, from across the room. She was examining a holographic display filled with images of celestial alignments and intricate mathematical equations. Dr. Val hurried over, his eyes widening at the data. This could change everything, Nia. If we can decode this, we might not just defend Earth. We could reclaim technologies lost to us for millennia. As they pieced together fragments of knowledge, a clearer picture emerged of a time when humanity was not just part of the galactic community but leaders and pioneers. The artifacts held blueprints for energy systems that dwarfed anything on Earth or in the Xerix arsenal. Meanwhile, General Flynn convened a meeting with Captain Ural and his officers, the room charged with a tension far different from the initial arrogance of the Xerix. Captain, our history runs deep, Flynn stated, his voice firm with newfound confidence. We were once leaders in the cosmos, and we're on the path to reclaiming that heritage. Ural, who had initially been dismissive, now showed a flicker of respect. Your resilience is admirable, General, but do not think ancient history will deter the might of the Xerix Empire. At that moment, Dr. Val entered, carrying a small, ancient-looking device. Placing it on the table, he activated it with a simple gesture. The device came to life, projecting a three-dimensional star map of the galaxy with trade routes and strategic outposts that predated any known civilization, including the Xerix. This map isn't just a relic, Dr. Val explained. It's a testament to what we can achieve. What you're seeing are the trade routes and alliances of our ancestors. established long before the Xerix Empire existed. The room fell silent as the implications settled. Humanity wasn't merely surviving on a forgotten planet. They were the remnants of a once mighty galactic power. Given this knowledge, continuing hostilities would be unwise, Flynn added. We are rediscovering our capabilities and will defend our sovereignty with everything we have. Captain Ural studied the map, his expression shifting from superiority to contemplation. This changes things. We must discuss this with the Emperor. There will be a pause in our plans for Earth. As the Xerix left the room, Dr. Val and General Flynn exchanged a look of cautious optimism. Keep digging, Elias, Flynn urged. Whatever else is buried in our past might just be the key to our future. Back at the underground facility, Dr. Val and Dr. Roberts intensified their efforts, driven by the newfound importance of their discoveries. Each artifact, each fragment of data they decoded, added pieces to the vast, unfolding mystery of humanity's forgotten legacy. Each discovery brought Earth one step closer to reclaiming its lost prowess, possibly shifting the balance of power in its relationship with the galaxy. The stakes had never been higher, but neither had the resolve to protect Earth and restore its legacy among the stars. In the weeks that followed, Dr. Elias Val and his team worked tirelessly, diving deeper into the ancient artifacts and technologies that had once elevated humanity to galactic leadership. Their progress was swift, driven by the urgency of the Xerix threat and the transformative potential of their discoveries. General Marcus Flynn kept a close watch on these advancements, planning to use every piece of rediscovered technology as a strategic advantage. He organized a series of covert operations to test these technologies in real-world conditions. The results were more than promising. They were transformative. In a secure military base in the Rockies, Flynn observed as engineers and scientists deployed a newly reconstructed defensive system, derived directly from ancient blueprints. Known as the Aegis Array, this system could generate a high-energy shield over a vast area, rendering it impervious to conventional weapons. Initiate the test, Flynn ordered, his voice resonating in the control room. The technicians complied, and within moments, the Aegis Array hummed to life. A visible dome of shimmering light enveloped the test site, stunning everyone present with its strength and resilience. Flynn turned to Dr. Val, who had just arrived from another session with the artifacts. Elias, this could revolutionize defensive warfare as we know it, Flynn remarked. Val nodded, his eyes reflecting a mix of excitement and exhaustion. And there's more to come, Marcus. We've barely scratched the surface of the ancient cache. Every piece we decode expands our understanding and capabilities. Buoyed by the success of the Aegis Array, Flynn ordered its production to be ramped up, along with the revival of other ancient technologies. One such breakthrough was the Star Launch Drive, a propulsion system that, in theory, could enable ships to travel faster than any current human or Xerix engines. As engineers and scientists continued to push the limits of these advanced technologies, Flynn focused on strengthening Earth's defenses, preparing humanity to meet any challenge the galaxy might bring. Earth's defenses and offensive capabilities were now formidable. General Flynn organized a fleet of newly equipped warships, each outfitted with the Star Launch Drive and advanced weaponry, discreetly positioning them in key locations across Earth's orbit. Meanwhile, diplomatic channels were alive with activity, as Earth's sudden leap in technological prowess had not gone unnoticed. The Xerix, who had been biding their time, sent envoys to express concerns and probe for weaknesses. In each meeting, Flynn was careful not to reveal the full extent of Earth's advancements. We seek peace, but we will defend ourselves, he stated firmly, his gaze unwavering. Earth is no longer a planet to be bullied or ignored. The message was clear, resonating across space and reaching other civilizations that had begun to take an interest in this quiet blue planet, now reasserting its ancient heritage. Back on Earth, public sentiment was a mix of pride and anxiety. News of the technological advancements inspired hope, but the looming possibility of interstellar conflict cast a shadow. In a broadcast aimed at reassuring the public, Flynn addressed the world. Fellow citizens, we are heirs to a great civilization. Though we face challenges, we do so with the strength and wisdom of our ancestors. We are ready to defend our home and claim our rightful place in the galaxy. As Earth prepared for potential conflict, Flynn and Val knew that the real test was still to come. The rediscovered technologies provided a substantial advantage, But humanity's unity and resolve would be the ultimate factors in overcoming any alien threat. With each passing day, Earth grew stronger, more confident, and ready to face whatever lay ahead. In the following weeks, Earth's newfound technological strength became apparent to all who observed. General Flynn's strategic deployment of the Aegis Array had established a defensive network that could deter low-level threats, giving Earth an unprecedented security buffer. The Xerix, once poised for an easy conquest, found themselves re-evaluating their plans. Captain Ural, whose initial disdain for Earth had turned to grudging respect, informed his superiors that Earth was not the defenseless target they had anticipated. Still, the Xerix command, driven by pride and the need to expand their empire, underestimated humanity's strategic capabilities and pushed for a direct confrontation. Anticipating conflict, Flynn had Earth's forces on high alert, coordinating with naval commanders across Earth's newly formed space fleet. Each vessel, equipped with the Star Lance drive and enhanced weaponry derived from ancient technologies, conducted rigorous drills to ensure every crew member was adept in their new tools. Meanwhile, Dr. Elias Vow and his team continued unlocking secrets from the ancient artifacts. They uncovered algorithms that dramatically increased the efficiency of Earth's energy weapons, integrating these upgrades into their arsenal. This technological edge would soon be tested. The Xerix launched a coordinated assault, targeting Earth's major space stations with a fleet that outmatched any single Earth vessel in size but not in technology. As the first wave of Xerix ships closed in, Flynn's fleet activated the Aegis Array. The shimmering energy dome enveloped the stations, deflecting the Xerix's initial salvo of energy blasts. From the command center on Earth, Flynn observed the battle unfolding. "Deploy the countermeasures," he commanded, his voice steady as he scanned real-time data streaming in from the front lines. The Earth fleet responded with precision and lethal efficiency, using the upgraded energy weapons to exploit weaknesses in the Xerix design, which prioritized power over finesse. One by one, the Xerix vessels faltered, their shields failing under the relentless assault of Earth's enhanced weaponry. In a bold maneuver, Flynn ordered a squadron of the fastest ships to flank the Xerix fleet, utilizing the Star Lance drive to outmaneuver the enemy. In an unprecedented tactic, the Earth ships appeared almost simultaneously on all sides of the Xerix fleet, launching a barrage that overwhelmed their defenses. As the dust settled, the Xerix fleet lay crippled, their ships drifting lifelessly in space. Captain Ural, aboard his heavily damaged flagship, sent a transmission to Flynn. "General Flynn, we have underestimated you. Earth's defenses are formidable," Flynn replied, not with triumph but with a stern warning. "Captain Ural, let this be a lesson. Earth seeks peace, but we will defend our sovereignty without hesitation. Withdraw your forces, or your next engagement will end your conquest permanently." Back on Earth, news of the victory spread like wildfire, boosting public morale and solidifying support for Flynn's leadership. The people of Earth, once fearful of the skies, now looked upward with pride and determination. As Flynn and Vow reviewed the battle's outcomes, they knew this victory was meaningful but not decisive. The Xerix might return, possibly with reinforcements, and Earth had to be ready for a prolonged conflict, potentially reaching uncharted territories in space. However, Earth had asserted its place in the cosmos, not just as survivors, but as formidable defenders of their ancient legacy. The tide had turned, but the journey was far from over. Following Earth's decisive victory over the Xerix fleet, Dr. Elias Vow delved deeper into the ancient artifacts, not only seeking new technologies but unraveling the story of humanity's lost greatness. In his lab, surrounded by relics resonating with latent power, Dr. Vow uncovered what appeared to be a cosmic chronicle, a detailed history etched in a crystalline matrix. As he translated the complex symbols, a story emerged of a time when humanity was not merely a part of the galactic community but one of its architects. The chronicle revealed that humans had once established a vast network of alliances across multiple galaxies, fostering peace and prosperity through innovation and diplomacy. This golden age had ended in a cataclysmic event, the details of which were still unclear, but it seemed connected to a mysterious entity or force that had caused widespread devastation. Dr. Vow called General Flynn to his lab, eager to share the revelations. "Marcus, the more we uncover, the clearer it becomes. Our ancestors weren't just advanced, they were foundational to the structure of the galaxy." Flynn examined the crystalline chronicle, feeling the weight of their shared legacy. This makes our fight more than just about survival. It's about reclaiming our rightful place in the galaxy. What do we know about the event that ended this golden age? Val pointed to a series of diagrams depicting a great darkness spreading through the stars. It's vague, but it suggests an invasion or a plague on a cosmic scale. It seems our ancestors sacrificed much to contain it, leading to the fall of their civilization and a regression to the dark. Understanding the gravity of their ancestors' legacy, Flynn formulated a new directive. We need to prepare not only for conflicts with enemies like the Zareks, but possibly against the resurgence of whatever force once threatened the galaxy. This isn't just about technology anymore. It's about understanding and preparing for every possible threat. News of Earth's ancient role as a protector of the galaxy stirred a mix of pride and responsibility among its people. Flynn addressed the United Nations, presenting these revelations and their implications for Earth's policy and defense. We are the descendants of a civilization that once safeguarded the galaxy. It is our duty to rise to that legacy, not only for our own protection but for the stability of the galaxy. As Earth's leaders absorbed this new identity, preparations intensified. Dr. Vao's team focused on adapting ancient technologies for modern use while deciphering defensive strategies employed by their ancestors. Meanwhile, Flynn initiated diplomatic missions to neighboring star systems, warning them of the Zareks' threat and working to re-establish alliances based on ancient maps and records. Flynn's diplomacy yielded promising results. Intrigued and impressed by Earth's heritage and recent show of strength, several civilizations opened dialogues on mutual defense and trade. Earth was gradually reintegrating into the galactic community, this time as a respected power. Back on Earth, Flynn and Val strategized their next steps. "We need all the support we can get," Flynn noted, "both from our new allies and from our history." Val nodded in agreement, his gaze on the ancient artifacts. "There's still much to learn, and I believe these artifacts hold the keys not only to our past but also to our future security." With the combination of rediscovered ancient technology and new alliances, Earth stood on the brink of a renaissance, ready to reclaim its ancient stature and protect the galaxy once more. Earth's resurgence as a formidable galactic force had not gone unnoticed, particularly by the Zareks Empire. After their humiliating defeat, the Zareks retreated, but not for long. Intelligence reports soon indicated that the Zareks, driven by their emperor's pride, were amassing a significantly larger force for a decisive strike against Earth. They intended to crush Earth's newfound spirit, seeing it as a challenge to their dominion. Aware of the impending assault, Flynn coordinated a global defense strategy, stationing Earth's galactic defense fleet at key points based on ancient star maps and tactical data from the artifacts. Dr. Vao's latest discovery, a defensive system called the Halo Grid capable of neutralizing projectiles over vast areas, was implemented on a large scale. As the Zareks fleet approached, a tense calm settled over Earth. Although nervous, the citizens placed their trust in their military and in Flynn, who had become a symbol of Earth's resilience and strength. In the command center, Flynn reviewed the deployment with his advisors. "Every unit knows their role," he declared firmly. "Today, we protect our home and our future." The battle commenced as the Zareks fleet entered the outer reaches of the solar system. The Halo Grid activated, creating a dazzling shield above Earth that intercepted the Zareks' initial volleys. Earth's fleet, equipped with Star Lance drives, maneuvered with unprecedented agility, forcing the Zareks into defensive positions. Flynn, monitoring the battle from Earth, directed the fleet's movements with precision, his strategy clear: wear down the Zareks forces through superior tactics and technology until they were forced to retreat. Dr. Vao, typically a scientist, found himself on the bridge of the flagship, insistent on witnessing the application of the technologies he'd helped rediscover. He watched in awe as Earth's fleet, empowered by ancient knowledge and modern courage, turned the tide. Captain Ural, leading the Zareks forces, realized too late the gravity of their situation. Though powerful, his ships were unprepared for Earth's sophisticated strategies and technologies. In a desperate attempt, Ural ordered a concentrated energy burst to break through the Halo Grid, only to see it dissipate against the shimmering shield. Recognizing the futility of further combat, Ural signaled his forces to retreat. Observing their withdrawal, Flynn commanded, "Let them go. We've made our point." As the Zareks fleet dwindled in the distance, Cheers erupted across Earth's command centers and cities. This victory wasn't just a military win. It was a declaration that Earth was no longer a silent player in the galactic arena. Flynn and Val stood side by side, watching the last of the Xerix fleet disappear. Today, we defended not just our planet but our place in history, Flynn remarked, his gaze fixed on the stars. Val nodded, both relieved and determined. And tomorrow, we continue to unlock the secrets of our ancestors, ensuring Earth never faces such a threat unprepared. The battle, soon known as the Final Stand, would be remembered as the moment Earth truly reclaimed its legacy as a leader among the stars. With the Xerix threat receding, humanity experienced a renaissance unseen since its ancient galactic prominence. Freed from imminent danger, humanity focused on reconstruction and exploration, accelerated by rediscovered technologies. General Flynn, now celebrated as Earth's protector, shifted his focus from warfare to diplomacy and rebuilding. He founded the Galactic Council of Earth, dedicated to managing relationships with other civilizations, positioning humanity as both a leader and a peacemaker. Meanwhile, Dr. Val and his team continued delving into the knowledge contained in the artifacts, making new advancements in energy, medicine, and science, catapulting humanity forward at an unprecedented pace. We are not just recovering our past, Val often said in public lectures, we are shaping our future. This new era marked an explosion of cultural and technological growth. Cities expanded with advanced materials, and quality of life reached heights once imagined only in fiction. Flynn watched this transformation with pride. We've defended our home, he reflected during a speech at the United Nations, and opened the door to possibilities we never imagined. In space, Earth's fleet transitioned from military operations to exploration and peacekeeping. Flynn oversaw its transformation into the Galactic Exploration and Defense Service, emphasizing Earth's commitment to peace and stability. Relations with the Xerix also evolved. After their defeat, a new Xerix leader emerged, more open to dialogue. Slowly, Earth and the Xerix Empire began to mend relations, with Earth offering aid and technology exchanges as gestures of goodwill, testament to Flynn's vision of a galaxy where conflicts were resolved through cooperation. Dr. Val established the Institute of Ancient Studies, a center for studying humanity's ancient civilization. Scholars, scientists, and students from across the galaxy gathered to learn about humanity's rich history and advanced technologies. On the first anniversary of the Final Stand, Flynn and Val stood at a newly erected monument commemorating the event, a celebration not only of victory but of humanity's journey back to its place among the stars. We've come a long way, Elias, Flynn said, looking out over the diverse crowd of humans and aliens gathered for the ceremony. Yes, Marcus, Val replied, his eyes catching the light of the setting sun. And we still have far to go. But now, we go forward, together. As the ceremony concluded and the sun dipped below the horizon, the stars began to shine, a reminder of the vast, unexplored galaxy awaiting them. Humanity had not only reclaimed its heritage but was now ready to forge a new legacy. A legacy of peace, wisdom, and exploration. It was a new dawn for humanity, bright with promise and infinite potential.